Which two characters are you combined?
From Friends.
Yeah. Both of you.
Oh.
I think I would be like a combination between your favorites, actually, Chandler and Phoebe. I think.
No.
No, he would be a Monica.
He's a Monica. He's totally. You are 100% a Monica.
Monica.
Man.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, sure.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it. You know the fastidiousness and the
Yeah. Okay.
particulars, you know.
Monica. Pfft, I'm not a Monica. She's a control freak. I just want people to do what I say, behave how I want, and look the way we need to look. I mean, does that sound like the definition of a control freak to you? Pfft, Monica.
I think I'm
I
a
would say-
Phoebe. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Or Chandler? I mean, not Chandler. I mean, who was the other guy?
Joey.
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 How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Do you think I would be? Do you think I would be a Phoebe or a Chandler? I mean, or Joey?
Phoebe had a dark side. You know, she was secretly into like death metal and all that shit.
All right.
But, yeah.
Phoebe knew that. Okay. I'm definitely a Phoebe.
Yeah, I'd say you're a Phoebe too.
We were preparing to head on out on the second trip to Salvation, as decided the night before. Rory had, surprisingly enough, been enthusiastic about the idea, and I decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth. It was hard enough to get him to join up in collective ventures these days as it was, so whenever he volunteered for it, it made my job a whole lot easier.
I'm definitely a Ross.
Yeah, I'd say
So,
Phoebe and Ross.
I'm a Phoebe and Ross.
Yeah.
And what are you, kind sir? Ow.
Rory.
Rory, I know. I'm asking you what you are.
I would say that I am a Chandler and a Ross because I'm a history fanatic and I'm extremely sarcastic and silly.
No.
Badoom dish. All right.
I don't make good jokes, you know, so I'm not as funny as Chandler, but I'm also very nerdy, so I guess I got to be a Ross. But I'm not organized
Am
at
I?
all, so that's the problem.
Do I make funny jokes?
Let's just get on with the business at hand here, shall we? That's not a comment on you or anything, your quality of jokes. I'm just saying.
Well, my best friend thinks that I can't tell jokes.
Okay. Well, try it. Tell us a joke.
Okay. Two men walk into a bar. The third man ducks.
Let's go.
Copy. Or contact on the road.
I think we should, yo. Oh, it's Spirit.
Apology.
Oh,
Hey.
Spirit.
What are you up to, Spirit?
He's growling.
I am to head down south.
Oh,
I must find supplies.
you heading to Jamestown?
I may stop there.
Oh.
I have business to attend to there.
Man, why is he talking like that?
I'm guessing he has some kind of throat problem.
All right,
Like a,
let's not dig into that
Man,
now.
tried to-
God, could these guys be any more nosy? I just wanted them to let the poor man be. It might be too uncomfortable to talk about.
Ever since the bunker,
Oh, you were in the bunker?
long ago. Though I fell a great height and don't remember much.
I gotcha.
It has not been the same ever since.
I'm sorry to hear that.
There are those who wish to find out who I once was,
Who were you?
and there are those who already know.
Okay. Well, I feel a man has a right to his own privacy.
Only if you know who I was. Skylar most of all.
He's an interesting one. I'm not too sure. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to get my hopes up.
All right.
I think that he's fighting something very strong right now with everything with how the mutants and things go. And
I got
I
you.
want to help him, but I don't know if.
What's his name?
I don't know if. I mean, I call him Spirit. Some people call him the Tainted One. Some people call him Lost.
He's one of the urban legends, I take it.
He's special. He's troubled, and I feel that he's close to me. But if that's the case, then I don't know if there's much hope for me. I'm a little worried, I guess.
Spirit's origins and identity was left a mystery. Certain vague hints were dropped here and there which seemed to connect Spirit and Skylar. In particular, Spirit having been in the bunker, coupled with the fact that Skylar had given herself blood from Warlock, and then having given that strange remark about there not being much hope for her if Spirit was whom she thought he was, certainly gave rise to some interesting connotations. For my part, I speculated that Spirit had been someone Sky had known before, but as he came out of the bunker somewhat noticeably changed, I couldn't rule out the possibility of Warlock having experimented on him. If such was the case, having seen my cousin's inevitable fate, I could immediately relate to Skylar and her concern for Spirit as well as for her own future.
Okay.
So I had to leave for what happened in the bunker. Put them at risk.
Oh, were you exiled?
No, I exiled myself.
Ah,
Left all of my belongings behind.
okay.
For their protection or yours?
It was for theirs.
That's what I thought. Just a hunch.
Yes.
Yeah, more and more indicators were telling us that Spirit was in fact a mutant in the making, quite possibly a failed experiment whom Warlock had discarded, and now he was living on the outskirts of what passed for society, most likely a target for people's prejudices. However, having exiled himself for the safety of others spoke to his character. But as always, none of this was confirmed and could only ever be seen as educated guesses unless the man volunteered to give us more.
Where do you live nowadays? I mean, are you with anybody? Like, are you living at, Cougar Town or Jamestown?
I live all around. Those I stay at Cougar Town a fair bit. For some wounds may never heal. Though they haven't shot me yet, so I think it's going well. My memory is hazy, for I deliberately forgot all that once was. Only recently have I let myself remember.
Did you go by a different name before?
Before Spirit, yes.
Do you remember what that name was?
I do, though I do not speak it, just in case. For if he found out, many would be in danger.
He being,
I guess Warlock.
well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if your secret was safe with us? I mean, we're a black book of secrets, and our lips are sealed.
I do not speak it.
All right. It's worth a shot.
Perhaps Sky may one day tell you. Though it will be when the time is right.
Fair enough.
On the subject of Warlock and the Collective, Spirit had some choice warnings for us.
You should be wary if they are around at all.
Yeah.
People hear their call, They seek answers, though they are fools. They will have little free will. They will have little answer. But they will be eternally damned.
Yeah, are there people who have actually trafficked with them? Like, had dealings with them?
I have heard rumors of observers and cults. Loxley was some of the first.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I think Harold mentioned him. Said that he was dead, but that he was the first one.
He is dead only in form. His voice is still heard.
Oh.
Our wrong stuff.
That is why they require live hosts.
Ew, this is getting
There's
really...
a vessel to transport
Is it-
them.
This was getting eerie, way more than usual. Had Warlock somehow unlocked secrets of frickin' genetic soul transference or something? This was getting out of hand, and I just wanted to get back to our mission for the day.
Alright, Spirit, it's been a pleasure. And you're always welcome by Burleeville if you ever feel so inclined.
I might drop in on my way back.
Just get out of your way.
Stay safe.
Yeah, you too, man.
Too, Spirit.
Actually, should I give him different shoes? I mean, different shoes, don't we?
I think it's
he likes them.
yeah, I think it's a lifestyle choice.
We finally headed out and steered our journey northward. On our way to Salvation, we bypassed Cougar Town as well as Waldoboro. Even the Ark got the cold shoulder this time.
Are you wanting to stop by Lamplight or pass on to Salvation?
We can pass on through it.
It was pretty much salvation or bust.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I need to fix that.
Well, you need to fix that we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. There is one way to fix that.
Never mind.
Just keeping the mouth shut. Oh, yeah.
Robin!
I mean, it's true. If you really want to.
Cut through right here. Follow the sound of my voice.
Rory, is
Sorry
that the
behind
sound
me.
of your voice?
Not happy.
No. Okay. Okay.
Jump!
I wonder if
Oh, look
if
at
it's
this.
deep
How
enough.
convenient. It is not.
No, it definitely wasn't.
I'm falling behind again with headaches, so if there's a Z after me,
I'll take up the rear.
it might be a goner.
I'll bring up the rear. I'll bring up your rear, Eve.
I know, I heard you. I'm laughing.
Hop and pin.
South side.
Let's go right!
Yeah, I'm not losing sight of that sweet ass. You go ahead. No, not you, Rory.
Come on,
Get
man.
off. Get going. You enjoy what you do. I enjoy what I do. Like, some
Big
people
pumpkins or
like
girl
collecting masks. Some people like watching asses. That's how it is.
Like right now I'm watching yours. Not by choice though.
Run.
Right. Fuck off.
Run like shit.
The night creepers were the worst, able to sprint you down if you weren't careful. Some could keep up with you until you just couldn't keep going anymore. However, sometimes you got lucky.
No, actually, he's slowing down. He's slowing down.
Yeah.
Not that fucker, though.
Headaches and shit.
Got him.
As we kept on going through the night, we actually managed to stumble upon the Riders' base in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the rider base. Okay, gotcha.
It was dark and we could hear no activity from inside, but the riders had always been a mystery to us, so we couldn't say for sure if anyone was inside or not.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna put a marker here too.
All right. Well, yeah. That mystery is solved, so we might as well not go further. But if we follow this, we will run into Salvation.
Alright.
Okay, so usually Salvation, or aka Sanctuary, and Riders go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I talked to Glenn about it, and I asked straight out if they were still allies with Riders, and he said that that's never gonna change. It's kind of a strange thing. They should just, like, merge the two factions in a way, because they're always gonna be, like, that close. There's almost no point in having separate factions.
Yeah.
The Salvation Riders of Duscar.
I know, right? Oh, yeah. Throw a Duscar in there, too. And Jamestown.
At this point, we just might as well making it a big, like, start making it like an acronym.
I know, right?
Wait, the SR D C J T.
Oh,
Like
throw
that.
in the Arbiters as well.
Oh, god damn it.
That's a vowel,
I have
though.
to rethink through the left. Yeah, that could make it into a word.
Yeah.
Finally, we reached the small reception area just outside Salvation.
Hello, anybody home at Salvation? I mean, it is in the middle of the night, so I wouldn't blame them if they were asleep.
Salvation, it's your good friend Eve! Nope, no one's home.
I don't think so either. Alright. Should we possibly camp here for the night and see what happens tomorrow?
Can, yeah.
We decided to make use of the camp and guest quarters right in front of their gates.
Well, what do you think our next move should be?
The following day, we woke up to a colony that was as quiet as it had been the night before, so we settled in for a long wait. However, we didn't have to wait for too long.
What's up, man?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? What you
Hey,
guys doing?
we're waiting for someone to show up here.
Oh, wait, I heard that voice. Is that, this is Glenn. Forget your name again?
Hey, Glenn, this is Robin. Robin Burlee.
Oh, what's going on, Robin?
It's all
Come on,
good.
buddy.
Nice to see you again. I will say this, I would put my gun away, but I have no space for it anywhere, just so you know. This is my brother, Rory. Right now, he seems to be asleep for some reason. I having a hard time waking him up at the moment. And this is the beautiful Eve.
Everybody's,
Nice to meet you.
chill. Pleasure.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was anybody awake here. We heard a gunshot before. So. Oh,
Sorry, I fell asleep. What's up? What's up?
there we go. This is Glenn, Rory. Guys, what I was talking
Howdy,
about.
partner. You guys looking to make some trades while you're up here?
I think Eve wanted to reconnect a little bit with her old friends from Sanctuary.
Well, I know that live here is Vincent lives here, Aiden and Julia, and I think Will lives over that way. For the most part, I think those are all the old members of Sanctuary.
Vincent and Aiden are still around. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Are you guys in need of any ammo, anything like that? I'll be doing some trading. Obviously, pieces of clothing. I'm not asking for nails or anything crazy because I know you were kind of hurting on nails before. So if you guys need anything like that, let me know, man. I'll take anything for trade, honestly. Hell, if you want to trade that cooking pot, I'll take something for a cooking pot.
Uh,
That's how I do business.
I might be looking for some 5.56, and I can trade you like 2 crowbars if you need it, because we have an abundance
Yeah,
of
come
crowbars.
So, with that being said, you guys understand that crowbars are actually pretty precious, right? They're actually a commodity.
I know.
If you take a crowbar to a plank pile, yeah.
Yeah, that's why
You could
offered it up.
shit.
You know.
Oh, yeah, we finished a wallet, man. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do the trade. Come on.
Glenn brought us inside the main Salvation compound and to a piano building located at the south end.
If you guys actually want to, you guys can actually come upstairs.
Okay.
Don't mind the box right here. The box right here is I'm going to be taking them to the tailor to get them colored.
Okay. What is
Okay.
what is WA?
Need that. I don't know. I just found the letters.
Okay. Jeez.
You could be screaming, "Wah!"
All right.
All right, 2 crowbars, 2 full mags. Here you go.
Yes. Thank you very much.
What would you take for a 7.62 for 7.62 ammo?
What you
Yeah,
need? What you need? What you want to trade for it?
What are you wanting for it?
Oh, he's getting into it now.
There.
What you gonna trade for? You know.
I'm going to be giving away or selling a lot of my stuff. I'm going to be taking a long nap for a while, so.
Oh,
Gonna need
really?
to-
Aw, we're gonna
Yeah,
miss you,
that's-
man.
Yeah. Don't say that. Not many people are gonna miss me. Come on, that.
Yeah.
And if you guys come across any 249 mags, let me know. 'Cause
Oh.
those are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be gearing up here for a fight pretty soon with these mutants, and I'm gonna need a little bit of help.
Oh,
So those mags have helped me out quite a bit.
you got an estimate for when that's gonna happen?
I would say in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
This damn mutant's fucked up my eye, man. That's why I'm wearing this fucking patch.
Yours too. Yeah.
We made a few trades, and then Glenn took us over to the armory. On the way over, Eve mentioned that she noticed how Glenn seesawed his torso as he ran, a quirk which supposedly ran in the family, as Thomas also used to do it.
See, I knew him well.
Yeah. I kind of miss him sometimes. The guy's kind of a dickhead. He's better off where he's at. Unfortunately, I can't let you guys in here. This is the armory, but give me one moment, okay?
That's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you. Hold on. You guys hear that? Am I being crazy? You guys didn't hear somebody talking?
I did not hear.
Yeah, I had noticed this. Glenn seemed a little nervous, anxious, twitchy. There was something odd about him this day.
How long are you gonna be asleep for, Glenn?
I probably about a month or two. Probably sleep
Okay.
for a while, off and on. Keep in contact with my radio.
All right. Well, I hope
Other than that,
I hope
probably
to see you again. Like that you don't like magically transform into something else.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Warlock
Don't
is,
be a-
You already beat me to it.
Exactly.
Warlock's asking people to get injected into those half-breed mutant things.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the glowing eyes. I think I might actually do that.
Don't tell me he sold you on it.
He did.
Oh,
He did.
Lord.
What the hell was I hearing? Glenn wanted to be a mutant? But he seemed like such a stand-up-and-fly-right kind of guy.
I don't know, man. The way these mutants are going, dude, I don't think we got a chance. I've lost all fight in that, honestly. To be completely 100% honest with you, I think that these mutants are a little crazy. I don't know what to do. Like, at this point, we've exhausted all resources fighting them. We've pushed them back. They come back to the front. Now they've mutated dogs, spiders, from what I hear, fucking bears.
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
But has anybody tried to reason with them, talk to them, see what they want?
We have. That's the thing, and they still sent their animals and dogs after us.
What did they say when you asked?
Convert or convert or die.
Oh, okay, so it's basically a campaign drive. Okay. Join us and become the part of the new order or die. Okay.
These resistance that are coming up from them, they're just not cutting it. The Arbiters got fucked up. Lamplight got fucked up. The other small groups that are fighting them have all got fucked up. Me personally, wholeheartedly, I would rather conform than die. At this point, I've seen the toughest of the tough go against them, and they were no match. I've seen the island band together to fight them, and they were no match. When have we ever had a solid victory?
Ah, it was so obvious now. Fear was guiding him.
From what I've read through Thomas's journal, he killed 2 of them. And that's what caused the evolution change that they are right now. There's no winning that. There's no winning against these guys. I don't see a foreseeable future to where there is a win-win possibility at all.
Well, what happens?
I've lost all
if you take
fight
away
now.
their? What happens if you take away their food source? I see these little growth. I saw these little growth things on a building, and I asked a friend of mine what they were, and he said that that's what the mutants eat.
Oh, they eat
They're like
human
pink
flesh.
growth.
They eat us too.
They do. Okay.
There's
I wasn't
no
aware of
winning.
that part.
Yeah, there's no winning.
Where did you, did Warlock talk to you?
Talk to me up in Portland.
Talk to you in Portland?
I met with him and 5 other of his angels, and I kneeled to Warlock and Observer.
The Observer, what is that? I mean, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. I've heard people say that, like it's rumored or whatever, but if you've actually seen it, what does it look like?
Wears a gown, rope tied around the waist, bright red eyes, and they speak in tongues, like whispers, but they're all in unison.
Well, that's probably what we heard on the radio that one time, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably our mighty creator, honestly.
Okay, this pseudo-religious crap that Glenn was spouting about angels and creators was starting to irritate me, and I knew it was pissing off Rory too. While considering how to move forward with what Glenn was telling us, Eve started asking Glenn questions about Thomas, among other things, if he had known how far up the chain of command in Sanctuary that Thomas had been.
He was a part of team leadership, town leadership. He was right underneath Aiden in church. Unfortunately for him, he met his demise. There's really not much I can say for that, other than the fact that he did leave you a few notes, Eve. Unfortunately, those have been burned. Shortly after our talk, I kind of burned the rest of his stuff. So, I can't really give you those notes.
Can you tell me what they said?
He apologizes for the way that he acted. He acted out of anger instead of out of reasoning, right? He got better with that when he started the Enclave. He started the Enclave. I don't know if you remember a man named Wade.
Yeah.
He started the Enclave with Wade, and Wade started giving him therapy for some of the stuff that's going on with him. He actually ended up leading the Enclave into the fight with the mutants, and they won.
Oh, you see? That's a victory, right?
He killed 2, but they mutated. Their G32C genomes change. They sequence indifferently. So what you have is close your eyes for 1 second and just think. You see the human DNA, right? Add another strand. Instead of 2 strands on each side, add another one. Every time that they die, it adds another genome to it. It adds another strand. They keep mutating and mutating until you eventually sit there and either cut them up or you go attack them at the heart of their source. And that's unfortunately not many people have been able to locate the source. You would have to resequence the serum that they were given, able to bring them back, and unfortunately I don't have the tools for that.
Doesn't the scientists at the bunker have that?
The scientists at the bunker, unfortunately from what I'm thinking, Warlock stays in the same bunker.
Glenn let us know that approaching the bunker had become much too dangerous ever since the attack on Jamestown. Since then, the mutants had rallied to their master's call, and these days they would not spare anyone caught snooping around up there. Furthermore, we had no way of entering, and it was now clear that we could not rely on Dr. Carr or any of the others for any substantial support while the collective was on the move.
What I'm saying is if I had the right proper tools, I could make a new serum. Before this outbreak started, I was at New York University for human biology and science. I have my bachelor's in it. I'm fairly confident if I were to get the injection, which is just my plan all along. I wasn't trying to keep you guys in the loop with my plan, but you know what? I'll go ahead and tell you guys. My plan is to get that serum, test my own blood, and before I fully mutate into one of those half-breeds, I plan on making a reverse serum to change it all back.
Well, thank
That'd be my
God.
last dying thing.
I thought you were like completely like just yeah, that makes more sense.
Well, that was a relief, for sure. For a moment, I'd even wondered if we were going to have to start consider Glenn an agent of the collective, a minion of Warlock himself. Turns out, he was planning to be a sort of double agent, risking his own life in the process for the sake of humanity.
There's my master plan here.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I
once that all happens and I get the right stuff, I can go ahead and start reversing that serum. Hopefully, bring it into it.
Glenn, who do you have helping you?
No one. Not even my own town member, not even my own security force knows what I'm doing. You guys are the first people that I've told.
I went in on this.
So, if you do go through with this, I will help you reverse the mutant
The
gene.
Whoa. Suddenly, I'm hearing Rory and Eve both expressing enthusiasm for partaking in this possibly dangerous and risky undertaking. While I had to admit that I did feel the same way, I also felt a massive warning, cautioning me before taking this step. If we did this, that was it. We would no longer be the simple, neutral, head-in-the-sand, small-time family living in the woods. We would be actively involved with everything which that entailed. This was not just listening to Harold's clandestine information. This was signaling that we had picked sides.
The thing that I need help with is finding the tools. I need a scope. I need a plethora of scientific equipment. Gammas.
I've got it.
Gamma starters.
Well, I have test tubes.
Test tubes will work. Anything like that will help me set up my lab.
When you need it.
In the lab.
As soon as possible, before this war starts. That's the only thing. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt, so I don't know how I'm going to act once I get on this serum. It's going to take some time for me to replicate it and try to reverse it. So I'd rather not have people around me, but thank you for your help. You're offering to help, but I can't have people around me that I could possibly hurt.
Yeah, I understand that.
But does this mean you're going to sacrifice your own life for it?
Yep. I would appreciate if you guys kind of kept this on the down low, please.
Oh yeah, no question about it.
If the transformation goes astray and you don't get done in time, try to seek me out, but try not to kill me.
I would rather you boys
to reverse it.
You boys be with her when that happens. You get what I'm saying? because there's a probability that might not go as planned. So you guys stay with her. You guys put me down if you have to. Understand?
Deal.
Kathy.
I will leave a set of instructions with that in my lab. I will tell you the coordinates of that once I take the serum. Once that serum has gone through, I'll give you guys a set of coordinates for the lab. In that lab, there'll be a set of notes on how to reverse the serum if I'm not able to in time, and or the serum will be there. You guys, all you gotta do is pick it up and hand it over to Charon of Lamplight.
As Glenn's plans dawned on us, a somber mood descended upon the group. Glenn was effectively already counting himself as a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. This stopped all my thoughts cold, and I realized just how committed he was to this. The prime example of dedication I was seeing taking place before me blew aside all doubts. If Glenn was willing to do this, to use his life as a stepping stone towards a tomorrow where no Dexes would ever be sacrificed again, then how could we do anything less? Burleeville was in. On the way out, none of us said a word, our hearts heavy with the unspoken implications of what we had discussed today. Our involvement, Glenn's inevitable demise, it all seemed just too intense to even mention. Glances were exchanged between us, but nobody said anything. We were all allowed to ponder and reflect, and we all looked at Glenn with newfound respect.
Are you doing anything with that chemo net you've... Am I interested in a trade for it?
What do you have?
I mean, I think
let me check here.
we could give it to you because you're basically giving your life for humanity. I mean,
That's what I was
For a
going.
minute.
Yeah.
You guys stay safe. You guys ever need anything? You guys coming through for food, water, ammo, or anything like that? Hit me up over the long range. I'll be more than willing to help you guys out, okay?
sure.
What was your name again, man? I'm really,
Glenn.
really
Glenn.
sorry. Glenn.
Let us know, like, in advance before you do the thing, because we want to be able to say goodbye to you, too.
Absolutely.
You got it. Anytime, friendo. You guys have a good one, okay?
You too, Glenn. Nice to see you again, man.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Stay safe.
Always a pleasure. Always.
So,
That was a bit of a downer. I really feel for the guy.
And so it began. As we left Glenn and Salvation behind, I reflected on how things had changed. The time of innocence was now long behind us. With Glenn setting the example, we were now in agreement to openly work against Warlock. We'd chosen to be an important instrument in the coming storm, to actively facilitate something that potentially could disrupt his plans. I just prayed that we hadn't made a mistake.
Ah, home sweet home. Nice.
It had been a long journey back, and I was contemplating our next move. We were now committed to helping Glenn out with his research, and as such, it would be a good idea to start looking around for lab equipment as soon as possible. However, I still needed to offload everything I had picked up during our journey.
Excuse me.
Alright, so, what's the plan? Rory, you gonna stay on?
Yeah, I'll be on for a bit. I'm gonna, off.
Alright, awesome. Eve, you gonna stay on?
I'm going to stay around for a little while. I'll
Alright,
have to go think about some food at some point,
I gotcha.
and then I'll have to go to sleep for a while.
Yes. It's 2 a.m. to me, so I'm gonna have to go to bed, like literally. But whoever stays on, please try to see if Glenn is contacting us.
Sure.
And the nails, you know where to put them in the communal storage, wood storage. And then I will see you guys possibly tomorrow, if you are so inclined.
Sure. All right.
All right?
Okay.
It was a good day today. I'm proud of you both.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of both of you as well. We did good, you guys.
All right. Take care, bro.
House with my mini,
See you guys.
my micro.
I'll see you, man.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
You too. And that was extra, like, juicy.
I was sorting my shit out and just about to hit the hay when suddenly something turned my peaceful me time into a frantic panic. I'd gotten an unintelligible blurt of radio static over the comms, along with Rory's stressed out voice, the unmistakable scream of Eve, and a third threatening voice which I did not recognize. Concern written all over my face, I managed to position Eve's scream as being localized to somewhere on the beach by Rory's house. Without knowing what was going on, I ran over. My senses were all ablaze. Confused and frightened, I didn't think. The logical action would have been to sneak up on them, to round the corners carefully and take them by surprise. But the import of my brother and my girlfriend being held under duress had gotten me to chuck all reason, and it saw me stumbling headfirst into a kill zone. The shot had come from the boathouse, but it hadn't been given lethal intent. Whoever was there clearly wanted to give me a message. In my panicked state, the only radio with a battery had been forgotten at the house, and as such, I had no way of telling if the stranger was transmitting. I could, however, see movement over at the dock. I tried to get a bead on the shooter, but the murky boathouse was too dark for me to separate people from background. One shot misfired and it could all be over for poor Eve. However, it seemed like he was letting Rory go. But then I realized that Rory's hands were still tied. He wasn't let go. He was being sent over to me, undoubtedly with the crosshairs of our silent assailant still at the back of his head.
Rob,
Yeah.
delivering a message. Don't shoot. He has guns on her. Okay. He wants 2 boxes of nails and a stack of 5.56 for her life. He told me he has gun. He has a gun on me. Tried to get through the bushes, but it didn't work. He did the fucking firing shot. He knows, but he's down there. I don't know of a way to get out of this. So I'm thinking. Barter? Maybe. He said whenever you got what he wants, go down halfway on the thing with your hands up. He won't do anything, and put it in the middle of the dock, and he'll swim away, or like he'll take it and fucking swim or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Does he have a radio?
Okay. Go home. I'll find out. Wait. I have a radio.
Alright.
Alright, hold on. I'm taking this off. Fucking took my gun.
Where was he?
He's behind my house. And he got me, and then he got Eve.
Oh, did she run out?
Yeah, she was outside the gate and he got her. Oh my god. Okay, this guy's fucking crazy.
Try to see if you can get him into the open. Does he have a helmet on?
He's not gonna. Yeah, yeah. This one, 96.6. Okay, 96.6.
I don't know if I have a battery in this one. No, I don't.
Another shot indicated that the assailant was getting impatient. Just as I realized that I did in fact have another battery on me, Rory had already dropped one for me to use, and then ran back in order to inform whoever it was that two-way communication could now be established. I didn't want him to put himself in harm's way again, but I knew he had no choice. Eve was still down there, and if negotiations could commence, she would remain safe for the time being.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah, that's my name. What do you want?
I don't know, we can make an exchange. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm listening.
One bullet, and I want exactly what I asked for. One bullet of 5.56, one bullet of 7.62 by 3.9, and one bullet of 9mm.
What? One bullet of various calibers? Was this guy crazy? I'll give you a bullet, all right. No, I couldn't, could I? That would endanger Rory and Eve. I was a serviceable shot, but why risk it? One bullet from every pile of ammo was a comparably low price. But what about the nails that Rory had claimed he wanted? He hadn't even mentioned them. Something weird was going on here. But then again, strange hostage takers didn't have to make sense either. Maybe the bullets held some kind of significance for him. I didn't know. I didn't want to know. I had to get my brother and my girlfriend out of there. That was all that mattered.
Here, hold on, you got those on you?
Nope, not on me.
What do you say? I give you 4 minutes to get them? After 4 minutes, I've got a 22 pistol. Every 30 seconds after 122 goes into this tied up girl's head. Right up here next to me.
Alright, so that was 1.556, 1.762, and 1 9mm.
Absolutely. Your time started about 30 seconds ago.
No, hurry, please. No.
Alright. Alright.
Frustrated by being unable to do anything solid to help out my loved ones, I begrudgingly headed back home to find what the stranger wanted. Hearing Eve whimper in the background lit a fire under my feet. I had no idea if she was hurt, or if the unknown voice even intended to honor our deal once he got what he wanted. Maybe, if I had more time, I could have reached out to Lamplight or the Arbiters for help. But that was all moot now. The clock was ticking. There was no time. No time at all.
You there?
I'm here.
There? We got just about 1 minute.
Alright, I'm coming out.
Just come on down to the end of the bridge. How many guns are on you?
I have one pistol and one flare gun.
Drop them.
Alright, no more weapons on me.
Yeah, sweetheart, go ahead and step down.
I could see two individuals emerging from the boathouse with their hands held high, accompanied by a third man who made sure to stay behind Rory and Eve at all times.
I'm pretty sure Blaze on double shot could absolutely rip through this dome. This pretty little head. What do you think? I could probably take both at the same time. But what I don't know, or what I know for a fact, is that there ain't much that can take somebody down one shot with the plate carrier. So, if you have a buddy up there, any more of your group, they take one shot, I get 2 for 1 with mine.
Jeez, this guy was really on edge, expecting backup at every turn and verbally countering every move for someone in my position. Without a doubt, he had performed this little tactic before. My mind was working overtime, trying to weigh the situation and come up with options on what to do when we finally got to point-blank range. I kept eyeing the Kunan on the ground, but there was no way I would be fast enough. It all hinged on how he expected to get out of this.
Alright, you want your bullets?
Yeah.
Alright.
And what did you say your name was again?
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you, buddy. My
Oh.
name's Dmac.
This is my best buddy here,
Aw, those sons of bitches!
and I think what he has to offer to the group is a really shady and shitty personality. But he gets what he does. He does what he wants to do, and it works pretty well. He's a dangerous fucking guy.
You fuckers.
As soon as Rory dropped his hands and introduced his friend, I immediately figured it out. This had all been staged for my benefit in order to introduce this newcomer to the group. I had to remind myself to really clock Rory down the line. Somebody could have seriously gotten hurt. But I did appreciate the effort to convey the strength and aptitude that the newcomer evidently could add to the group. Even so, Jesus.
Well,
Go to respond.
honestly, that was, Eve, are you alright? Were you in on this?
No. No, not at all.
Oh my god, you
I
traumatized the
lured
poor
her
girl.
out. I was like, oh, can you help me get something out of my house? And then we
Jesus.
Dylan McCleary, or Dmac to his friends, hailed from northern Mississippi and was a true survivalist even before the fall of civilization. As I recalled, Rory had actually mentioned him to me once or twice as being one of his closer friends back in the day. They had apparently met at a beer kegger in Cumberland City back when Rory had experienced a brief love affair with the liberal arts and applied for Cumberland University. Dmac had become one of Rory's wilder friends, always getting them into trouble and ever more on the search for that next opportunity which would make him rich. As they had lost contact during the final years of civilization, Dmac had since taken on jobs across the pond, most recently on an oil rig in Pakistan. But now he was back home and sought to join up with the only familiar faces he had left.
And I was like
you did
going
pretty good,
on.
dude. I didn't see you. I think I have the fog bug, but I totally didn't see you up there.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. No, I was like going over in my head, like, who do we have who's considering us an enemy? You know, like, who the fuck is this? You know? I was, honestly, I was actually thinking, like, this is not like you to, like, get sort of, like, ambushed like that, or, you know, like, that went a little bit too easy. There was something wrong with it. But I was like, yeah, this is some real shit, you know? Well, Dmac.
Actually, he played it off. Like, when you started doing those pot shots and, like, shooting the shit, I was like, oh my god, this is going too far. When you came out here, like, pointing a gun in his face, I was like, oh no, this is going to go crazy.
Dmac.
Go ahead.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you very much.
Give me a high five. Shh. There we go. Eve, honestly, say something. Are you okay? I didn't know about this, for the record.
I was made a joke. I said, I'm glad we have a dick bag in our group now.
A dick bag.
Thanks. God.
Good lord.
He played it off pretty well.
Yeah, I was totally convinced. I was
pretty
convinced, definitely. It was just the fact that we didn't have any enemies, and I didn't really get it, like, who would do this? And how the hell did he get, like, both of you? I was really confused, you know? It was so quick, you know?
The most skilled kidnapper.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't use my
Now
own
can
gun
I
here.
go home and put my stuff away?
Listen, we all can go home.
And you
Come
know
on.
what? D-Bag, I'll show you your new home if you want it.
D-Mac. It's D-Mac. It's D-Mac. It's D-Mac.
You're gonna be D-Bag from now on.
D-bag.
That's fine.
Well, One more member to our ever-growing settlement. That was good, definitely. However, I didn't want to show it, but this little stunt of theirs had shaken me something fierce. Oh, I was smiling and laughing, absolutely, but my nerves were on edge, and even though it turned out to be a mock hostage situation, something within me had been seriously rattled. I talked with Eve some, hugged her, making sure that she was okay. But she noticed it in my eyes when I looked at her, and she returned my look with another of her own, which expressed puzzlement. But I said nothing. In truth, this had been the last thing in a long line of events which had worn down my sense of stability. A family gone missing, a cousin turned mutant and executed in front of me, a brother almost killed in a mutant attack. The events of the last months had piled up to a point where I didn't know if I could actually take another emergency. I needed rest. Yes, just let me sleep.